What is up, Sons Army? I'm finally doing it. Me, Darth Pascal, finally doing a video 100% exclusive to Star Wars. My 6 favorite Star Wars games of all time. Let's get it. Okay, before you think I'm absolutely crazy, this is an amazing game. If you've never played it, find a Dave & Buster's that has it and get an unlimited play card and play through the entire thing. I don't care if you hog it, nobody else will either. It's amazing. Go play it. When I first stepped out of the battle pod, I literally had to convince myself that I was not a pilot in the Rebel Alliance. I had to go to counseling, I had to talk through it with my family. I finally come to terms, I'm not a pilot in the Rebel Alliance, and I never will be. Something that's very hard for me to accept, but this game helped me achieve a dream of mine, and that's to get as close as I possibly can to being a pilot in an X-Wing, destroying TIE fighters. It's amazing. Go and play it. If you think I'm crazy, you haven't played it. Go try it, get an unlimited play card, and play through the whole thing. The only weakness that I really feel about it is that it is an arcade game, and so if you don't have an unlimited play card, you're going to be spending a lot of money. But overall, this is one of my favorite experiences with Star Wars gaming, period. It's amazing, it's immersive. If you haven't played it, you'll love it. Go try it. You may say that this is just an Age of Empires clone wrapped in a Star Wars license, and I wouldn't disagree, but it's done so well that it exceeds its predecessor in almost every way, not just because it's a Star Wars game, but because it's a great strategy game. The only thing holding it back is that the campaign missions are too slow and aren't extremely challenging, but that's not why people play strategy games in the first place, is it? I've had fun with this game for years, and I probably will for years to come. All I can say is make it canon, now. This is a criminally underrated first-person shooter. Is it perfect? No, but you will have a great time playing it. I can promise you that. We've already answered that it isn't the greatest first-person shooter ever, but it might be the greatest Star Wars shooter. If you haven't played it, please do. This game could be higher. It's just so new that nostalgia doesn't kick in yet. The characters and the story attach you to the experience so well, and the movement and the combat feels great and was new to me because I usually don't play games like that. If you're looking for a great Star Wars story, ignore the Disney movies that they put out and play this. You won't regret it. So this is going to be my first controversial pick. I couldn't decide between the two Battlefront 2s, so I picked them both. They are so vastly different from each other, yet somehow share the same name. I won't argue that the EA Battlefront 2 was a good game at launch. Heck, it wasn't even passable until a year in. But I find myself so in love with the combat and balance that this game has struck. OG Battlefront 2 would secure the top spot by itself if it was better balanced. Some maps are just terrible, but most are amazing. And did you really play as a different class other than the base class or sniper? Probably not. Man, I'm starting to hate even my own opinions. But I just love both these games so much, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with OG Battlefront 2 and just edge out EA just because of how nostalgic and how great it was and how much overall more content there was. This is not just my favorite Star Wars game, this is my favorite game of all time. The combat hasn't aged well, but I could seriously care less. I still think the gameplay is a blast. I can't tell you how many times I've played this game, and almost every time I discover something new. It's not even that big of a game, but it always feels fresh. The voice acting is so well done. Every single character is unique and interesting, and the story is the best in any game ever in my opinion, and rivals the likes of Empire Strikes Back. If you think I'm wrong about Knights of the Republic, you probably like The Last Jedi, and that is just something that I cannot accept. Please, Disney, EA, our lizard overlords, someone remake this game and its very underrated sequel and finish the trilogy, because I don't know how much longer I can live in a world where Solo was made, but KOTOR 3 was never released. Make it happen. So what do you guys think? What do you think is the best Star Wars game, or at least what's your favorite? I know Battlefront 2's first person as well, but did anybody actually play that first person consistently? Either of them? I always played all of the Battlefronts in third person, and if you played it in first person, that's a little weird to me. Alright, subscribe, you know all that stuff, bye. Darth Pascal out. Shoot, I forgot about LEGO Star Wars. Okay, I don't know where it falls, but it's somewhere on there too. Freaking love those games. Now I'm done, before I think of more. Force Unleashed, Shadow of the Empire, Dark Forces, Pod Racer, Trilogy Arcade. Man, I can't